Hello, welcome to another episode of Sound Designers React. I'm David.
I'm Jared.
And I'm here to talk a little bit about Prey and show Jared some sound effects that I really like out of the game.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, this is a game that you've asked me about before.
Yes.
But have not played.
I've heard many good things, never played it.
It's good, it's a little spooky, but it has really good sound design. And I want to show you just really, in this case, the sound design of some of the equipment.
Okay, all right.
So, let's get right into it. Okay, so this game, you are on a space station and doing your best to survive and find out what happened. To do so, you're given a lot of different pieces of equipment and a lot of special powers. Let's go over some of the alien powers that you can get, and then we'll end on my favorites.
All right.
There is an electrostatic burst, which just kind of does a big static charge attack. It's got some nice effects there. It will also short out, like, equipment.
Very synthy.
Phantom Shift also is really neat. Leaves behind something. It's kind of your Blink from some of their other games, but leaves behind a decoy, which is nice. And then Combat Focus, which is your run-of-the-mill slow-mo.
Interesting. So I'm at the risers in that. Is that just to emphasize how cool it is, or is that to just show your time is running out?
I think it's to show your time is running out. It's not unlimited. It will wear off eventually.
Yeah.
So it has some utility there in terms of letting you know this is a limited resource, and it takes a long time to recharge.
Gotcha.
There is Mimic Matter. I don't remember if this has good sound effects.
That was cool. Can you use it on something else? Because it sounded like that cup thunked against the floor. I'd love to hear a different object. Yeah, that was different. But now the sound is kind of muted.
Yep. Because you don't have ears.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that. So you are the object.
I think so. Yeah.
So it's kind of doing that whole thing of, you know, you can hear it within yourself almost, but you can't hear the outside sounds. That's cool. I really like that design choice of having you not be able to hear much when you're the object.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have added the weird, spooky sci-fi sounds, but I don't think I would think to mute a lot of the ambience as well.
Yeah. So the final few things I'm going to show you are limited in nature, and I'm really bad at using them. So I have a ton of them. But they have a little more oomph because they're one-time use kind of objects.
Okay.
There's the EMP pulse. Which is nice for an EMP.
Yeah.
The Typhon Lure, which you can use for stealth, and I don't really use it, but it sounds cool.
That is cool. And what's that object supposed to do?
So if there are enemies in the area, they get lured to that.
Okay.
So you can use it to get them into a specific position and sneak past them, or if you're in battle, I think you can throw it and use it to kind of break their concentration.
Huh.
The Null Wave Transmitter, which does damage to people, is a quick little burst. And the coolest one is the Recycler Charge. What that does, in effect, is takes whatever is in an area and recycles it into its core element, as it were. So you can... Oops, well, I guess I didn't know that can...
demonstrating
demonstrating
glass breaking sound effects as well, or porcelain, I guess, as it were.
So if you kind of have some stuff, you can also use this against enemies, but
and those are the elements those things are created that are created from.
And you use those for crafting, basically.
Wow.
Oop, that does not go as far as I thought. So anyway, these are some of the sound design things that I like. Just a lot of fun equipment things that make you feel good about using them.
Sure. What has stood out to me the most watching the gameplay and listening to the sound design isn't necessarily the cool sci-fi sounds that they've been adding to all of these, but the different surfaces that these objects are hitting and the objects themselves in the world. I have not played a lot of games where the environment is as interactive as this, right? I've played a couple shooters, but in most shooters you can't pick up objects and carry them around and drop them in another room. Yeah. Or do an explosion that flings something to land on top of a chandelier. I'm not used to that kind of gameplay. Emergent sim, is that the correct term?
Immersive sim. Yeah.
Immersive sim. So to me, the sound design is emphasizing to me the fact that this is an immersive sim. It's helping me understand how much of the world is more interactive. And then, of course, has some fantastic, cool sound design on top of it with some of those fun weapons.
Yeah, just as a simple example from what you were mentioning, I have this metal thing. I drop it on tile, it clangs. I drop it on carpet, nothing.
Well, thank you for showing me this.
Yeah.
I will be playing this at some point. It is in my backlog.
Well, we hope you enjoyed some of these sound effects from Prey. We're looking forward to showing you some more video game sound effects in the future. As a reminder, I'm David.
I'm Jared.
We hope to see you next time.